Hey guys, and welcome to this Polymer clay tutorial. Together we will create Scrat and his beloved acorn flying right in space. Okay, let's start creating Scrat. First of all, you need some ochre. And second, you need some aluminum wire, as the head is getting very thin when it comes to the nose, so I wanted to get a stable structure. After that, well, you can add some more clay for the cheeks, cause Scrat always has a lot of food in his cheeks. And after that, you can start creating the dents for the eyes. And the eyes, well, you can really literally make two white balls, as the Scrat's eyes pop out a lot. And I use a very thin line of ochre clay to surround them, to get that nice frame for the eyes. Yeah, on my Instagram account I was asked if I had bought the eyes. No, I made them by my own, and here you can see how I did it. For the eyelids, just make some two curved forms and attach them to the back part of the eyes. Have you already seen Ice Age Collision Course? Well, I haven't, but I'm looking forward to this, as the previous ones of this serial were so great. The plot is explained very quickly, as it also can be seen in the trailers. Scrat tries to bury his beloved acorn, and while doing so, in the deep ice of Antarctic or wherever, he accidentally activates an alien ship. And while this brings him to deep space, where he unwillingly sends some asteroids right on collision course with Earth. Yeah, and meanwhile, Manny is worried about his upcoming marriage, and well, I think also Sid is planning to get married, but he's dumped by his girlfriend, so there's a lot of relationship stuff going on Earth. Well, while our protagonist, Scrat, is sending some asteroids right to the Earth. If you have seen the movie, please leave me some notes in the comments if it is worth going to the cinema. Meanwhile, we have created the eyes. Well, you see, I bought them. Now create the mouth. I remove some clay to get in a nice mixture of red and brown and some ochre, and well, this looks really nice. Now of course we need the lower part of the mouth and just attach it, and we are almost finished with the head. Of course the ears are missing. I make two different layers of clay, I put them right together and get these nicely shaped little ears to put them right in position on the back head. Yeah. Oh, right, and of course the teeth are missing. But before creating these, I make some more cheek details just with a piece of white clay. It's some color gradient. And after doing some scratch work with a scalpel, the fur will look so nice, so amazing. For the nose, I take a mixture of black and brown, just place it in position, make two dents in it, two tiny holes. Well, and then you can start creating the fur effect with the scalpel. This is also one of the reasons why the scalpel made it on my list, the top 10 modeling tools of all time. Now we can create the tooth. You can also just take some white clay, but I decided to make a color gradient from white to ochre orange and put some wire into them, as they are very thin and they would easily break, so that they are more stable. Just place them right in position and the head is done. This is a plastic ball I found, and as they are transparent, it will work so great on the astronaut's helmet. But before creating this, we have to use a lot of aluminum wire to get the skeleton of Scrat and also of his companion, the acorn. You're probably asking why I'm using so much aluminum wire to define each arm and leg. Well, this is the reason. I want to wrap around a lot of aluminum foil so that the whole structure gets as light as possible, so that I just have to wrap around a very thin layer of clay, and this will bring us to a very light figure. And well, I have a special plan for this creation. As Scrat and his acorn is flying right in space, it really should look like if they are flying, and so I decided that the only piece where they are connected to the ground is the hose pipe. So it really should look like if they are floating right in deep space. But right now we have a lot of work ahead. We have to make all the details on the astronaut's suit. Be sure to check the size. I think the helmet should be the same size as the body. Yeah, so just adding some more details. Well, you need for the whole, I forgot to tell that, you need a brighter gray for the whole suit, and then I mixed just a little darker gray, and well, it's black. And I think you can cover all the details with just these three colors. Well, and we need a tiny piece of red clay, but you will see that in a minute. Don't worry about the too short connection between the both suits. I'm planning to make them both holding hands. Okay, just some more details for the two suits. All the details should be on each of the suits the same. So be sure that you make them both the same. Well, back to the plot. Our group finds an ancient stone pillar, and they find out that centuries ago there were several asteroids hitting the Earth, and this caused some extinctions. Oh, wow, what a difficult word for a German. Extinctions, and how they can avoid that. And so the big plan of our group is to stop the asteroid from extincting the whole Earth. If that makes sense to you. Yeah, this is what I talked about earlier. I wanted the both to hold the hands, and so I attached that as an extra part. Just doing some detail work on the shoes, make some tiny balls, and yeah, attach them to the shoes, to the moon boots, how these are called. I asked a lot on how long one of these creations take me to create. Well, for this particularly example, this Scrat and his acorn, I think I was modeling for nearly 3.5 hours. Well, it always looks that easy when it's speed up while I create a tutorial, but it isn't. it really takes a lot of time, so don't be frustrated when it takes you more time and it looks so easy on the tutorial. Well, it's just fake, as you should know. You also wanted to know which materials I'm using, so I think I will make a video on that topic as well. The same as I made the tutorial, the top 10 modeling tools of all time. I think you guys really like that, especially tool number 1. If you haven't seen it, please check it out and let me know what you think about it. Yeah, that was the tiny spot of red clay. I don't know if you have noticed that. Just adding some patterns to the tail. Yeah, there you see the red part, the red light. And there is some kind of a backpack engine, so we will create that as well. I totally forgot to make this as well for acorn, well, so I just left it out. Now we will create the hose pipe, and in the trailer it's just wrapped around, and it really should look like as if Scrat accidentally wrapped himself into this hose pipe. Yeah, with a wooden stick inside. This is the special part of this tutorial. It gives me a great opportunity to fix and to hold the whole figure, and that it looks like as if Scrat is floating in space. And now let's create the most important part, at least for Scrat. It's the acorn. Just need 2 different kinds of brown and make some detail work on it. It is really easy. Well, this looks easy and it's so fast created. And well, now we have to prepare the plastic balls. We won't put them right into the oven, so if you have these plastic balls, please don't put them with the clay into the oven. You don't need them to put them into the oven. Add some purple. I think there's just a purple glow in the tutorial on the heads. So I decided to make just a thin layer. Now I'm placing everything right in position, and we are ready to go. Oh yeah, I forgot to create the left hand of the acorn, of course. How stupid is that? But now we are ready to go into the oven. Woohoo! Here we go! Well, what's left? Now we have to glue everything right together. Add some transparent polish. I'm removing these extra parts from the plastic balls and just use a strong glue to fix everything. And yeah, but be sure to paint with transparent polish before gluing Scrat's head right into the plastic ball. Just some tiny tip, don't work that much with the plastics ball to the clay, as there's some kind of a chemical reaction. The plastics ball started to dissolve. It got really gluey and it was really strange. So be sure not to work that much with the plastics ball and the clay. Yeah, just adding some more transparent polish for the finish, and I guess that's it. We're done. Woohoo! Flying to space. Thanks for watching this tutorial, and please let me know if you have any questions about the figure, about creating, about whatever. Just write it in the comments. If you're interested in another animated movie character, please visit the tutorial of Dory from Finding Dory. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye!